Hi, time for another update. Sorry, I have been lacking on updates. I actually was recently in one of my clients' offices and she just said, "Hey, I haven't heard from you in a while. I just was wondering what's going on. I went to your YouTube channel. I didn't see any updates and I just hope everything's going well." And I said, "Actually, yeah, I'm so sorry I've not done any updates recently. It's because I've just been living my best life. I'm very fortunate. I've just been living my best life. After my 6 weeks of radiation, I went on a vacation with my family, went to California, and we just had a great time. Went to the beach, was spending time with a lot of my family that's down in California, and we had a blast with my family. And I haven't given any updates because nothing has really changed with me. I'm still living my best life. I try to live my best life every day, and that's still exactly what I'm trying to do. Just living my best life. I try not to think that I've got this cancer. I don't even like saying it. I don't even like saying it. I don't want to attract it. And so, just to give an update where I'm at, I finished the 6 weeks of radiation, did the 4 week break. No real side effects. I've been doing really, really well. And I've been really healthy. I'm staying strict on my, I don't want to say diet. I'm not doing a diet. I've changed my eating habits, I've changed my lifestyle. I'm working out, I'm eating healthy, I'm being conscious of what I'm doing. The only thing that I'm really bad at is getting enough sleep. So that's something I'm really trying to focus on. My wife reminds me continuously to focus on getting enough sleep. But to give an update, I was hoping that during this break, my doctors were talking and that I might be qualified for another type of treatment instead of chemotherapy. The other treatment is called immunotherapy or immune therapy. And basically means I've got a gene that could be passed along from previous generations, possibly on my mother's side, that caused me to get cancer, to get the tumor growth. So I did a test, and I actually had been asking one of my doctors about monoclonal antibodies and ivermectin. There was a study that was done. I did a research on a study, and a dozen people had colon cancer, like myself. They took ivermectin, monoclonal antibodies, and they were all in remission. They were all cured of cancer. And I was asking my doctor about it. He said, "Well, we actually did a test. We on the pathology when we took part of your tumor, we tested that. You didn't qualify." I said, "Oh, okay." So they were basically saying it might not be worth it. You might just be wasting time and energy doing a treatment that might not work. And I'm glad that means my doctors are looking into other alternatives besides always just radiation and chemotherapy. So I was really happy about that. Then I did a saliva test and they said, "Oh, you know what? You might have a genetic gene called Lynch syndrome." So they said, if you have Lynch syndrome, it's genetic, which means it could be passed on to your future generations, which that bothered me. And then we did another test with my blood. And they said, "You do not have," my doctors have been baffled. They're already baffled of how I had zero side effects during radiation and chemotherapy pills. But now they're baffled of what's going on with these test results. So they think what's happening is I don't have the genes that get passed along with cancer, but maybe there's a mutation in my cells, which maybe caused the cancer. I don't know. We're trying to figure everything out right now. So my doctor said, "I don't want to do immunotherapy because it might not work on you. You might not qualify for it. It might just be a waste of time and effort. But what we do know that works is chemotherapy. We're going to put you on chemotherapy, Derek." And they said, "You might possibly have the same type of side effects from radiation. And because you did so well with radiation and the chemo pills, we might just have you do chemotherapy and chemo pills again if you're up for it." I said, "I'm up for it." So Monday, I'm having minor surgery. They're installing a port in my upper chest. And the port is where they will plug in the chemotherapy. So what I'll do is Monday, I'm getting surgery to install the port in my upper chest. Tuesday, they start chemotherapy. And they'll just plug it in and they'll put this little machine that just slowly pumps in chemotherapy into my body, and I'll carry it around in a little fanny pack, is what they said. So they're going to plug me into my upper chest. It's going to go down into a fanny pack, and I'll just wear that. And then when it's done, they remove it. And I'll do that once every 2 weeks, so twice a month. And I'll do this for 8 treatments, which will be 4 months. After that, we'll look at it. So we asked the doctor, after the 6 weeks of radiation, my tumor, what's the growth? What size is it now? Did it shrink? That's what we were worried about. So they did MRI scans and CT scans, and they said it has not spread, and it has significantly shrunk. They said, so they can see it. They don't know the exact dimensions, but they say it has significantly shrunk. It was originally half the size of a ping pong ball. They said it has significantly shrunk. I'm going to just maybe assume it's half the size. So maybe a quarter the size of a ping pong ball or less. So that's exciting. My wife brought up, why don't we just do surgery now then? Why don't we just remove it now since it has significantly shrunk? They said, well, studies have shown that with radiation to shrink it down, and then the chemotherapy to really, kill the cancer cells, basically, is what I'm getting. Comment if I'm wrong, if you know more than me. It's been a lot for me to intake, so I don't remember every little detail. I'm trying to regurgitate it the best I can. But my understanding is they see a better survival rate with radiation and then chemo and then the surgery to remove the part of the colon. And they even said, who knows, it might shrink down to nothing after the chemotherapy. We might not even need to do the surgery. It might just take care of itself. That would be great. Who knows? But even if we have to even do the surgery to remove that little part of the colon, I'm okay with that. If that means I'm going to be living a long time. I haven't been doing updates because I've just been living my life. I have purpose. You need to have purpose. I can't let cancer control me. Like I said, I don't even like saying the word. I don't like attracting that. I'm attracting health. The things I say to myself, the food I eat, the way I'm taking care of myself, that's what I'm focused on, is being healthy. That's all my focus is on, is being healthy. And my focus is on providing for my family, being there for my family, not just being there now, but being there for many more years, at least 60, 70, 80 more years. I plan on being there for my family because I'm saying they need me. And I do want to do another video upcoming talking about what I'm saying to myself, what I'm trying to attract into my life health-wise, what I was saying to myself during the radiation, what I plan on telling myself while I'm getting the chemotherapy pumped into me, and what I continue to tell myself every day to brainwash myself to be healthy. And I'm not going to let this be a victim of me. I have too much purpose. I have too much to live more. My will to live is just too strong. I joke about it. Like, I could probably be shot or hit by a big truck and I will survive because my will to live is so strong. And, obviously, who knows if that's accurate or not. But you have to have a strong will. You can't just give up. You have to have a purpose. I have a lot of purpose. I have a lot of people counting on me. I have contractors. I have clients. I have employees. I've got my family that are counting on me and depending on me. I have a purpose to keep going. My will is very strong. And you've got to have that. And not just being healthy or being cancer, just with anything. You have to have a strong will to win, to survive, to thrive. Thanks for watching.